Is it self-care or is it self-sabotage? Let me know. Is it self-care or is it really self-sabotage? Hello, my name is Dorcas Assuming Opoku. Welcome to my channel. Mindful rituals have become a very healthy part of our routine and our practices in today's culture and society. We have come to the understanding post-COVID that our wellness matters to us. We are doing what we need to do to support our mental health, our mental well-being, and anything that's going to promote our health. We are on board, okay? And so we have our gratitude journals where we are appreciating the small in the day. We are mindfully waking up and have very strong morning and evening rituals and routines. And also, don't forget, we are romanticizing the mundane, okay? Now, we have to recognize the importance of our mental wellness is not only just important to us, it's important to all the businesses who have products to sell. And this is why I wanted to have this conversation on, is it actually self-care or is it self-sabotage? Because we have corporations who have realized that consumers are prioritizing their mental wellness. And so products are being pushed out there that are now multi-purpose, that not only, let's say, help us with clearing up our dark spots, but they are relaxing, they are distressing, they are detoxifying as well. And so we are buying and buying and buying in the name of investing in our self-care. But self-care does not require you to buy anything. Basic self-care is any practice or behavior which supports and promotes your well-being and particularly your health. You could mindfully sip tea and that will be a self-care practice. Doesn't cost you much money to spend. Just being mindful and centering yourself and grounding yourself in that present moment. Allowing the steam to hit your face, breathing in and exhaling carefully and mindfully, in taking in the aromas. So we have to realize that the moment a term gains some kind of recognition, such as self-care, the online attraction that it has forces the digital economy to move in that direction. So marketing is now geared towards this particular term, and things that are not quite appropriate for this term or do not quite fit in under this term, they will tailor their products and services to encompass this term. So self-care has now become, as a result, a way in which one can just treat themselves. You don't have it within your budget to do so. It is not within your financial interest, and in the long-term support of your mental health, if you're going to have to be in debt for an island trip away on a beautiful shore to support your mental health. Down to you to actually define, what does self-care look like for me before you engage with all the different things that people are telling you self-care involves. By simply keeping the score on your health, having a healthy sleeping routine, actually getting enough sleep in a day, good nutrition, a healthy and balanced diet, exercising as regularly as you can, you've done a lot to support your mental and physical health. You don't need to buy another product. Now, products and services can support. I love me a good skincare, and I also have made investments with speaking to a professional like a therapist, because I feel like it's going to support me in the long run. But it's becoming a place of complete consumerism, and we have to be careful that we are not just falling into escapism and not addressing the direct issues. Also, self-care is not selfishness. It's not self-centeredness. Now, I don't know if you've heard this online, but I keep hearing it. I'm doing me. This is a me kind of year. I am my priority, and my sole priority is me. Me, myself, and I. All I'm doing is me. I need to protect my mental health, so I am doing me. Self-care is understanding that we have to ensure that our resources and our energy and our time is appropriately allocated. We are trying to nourish ourselves so that we can better give and show up, but it is not selfishness. Self-care is being able to actually set healthy boundaries and communicate with people what we are going to accept and what we're not going to accept, what of our time we're going to give and what of our time we're not going to give to them. And if, for instance, you are suffering from extreme low moods, communicating with friends that, you know, particularly love just going out, getting drunk and hungover and eating really bad, and they just speak negatively, you're trying to remove yourself from that environment by setting healthy boundaries and ensuring people and that, you know, you don't mind necessarily connecting with them, but it can't look like it's going to be in this way. But what it's not, it's just cutting people off, totally isolating yourself, because in the long run, you may be damaging and compromising your overall well-being. Now, if the people are harmful, you know, you may need to make a decision to make new friends or position yourself in a new environment. But if these are people that genuinely do care about you, but you need to kind of define what the relationship looks like, have those hard conversations and set those boundaries. But just cutting people off and completely isolating yourself and leaving people to worry is not cool, right? So if you're gonna do things for yourself, in spite of the cost that incurs on other people in the name of self-care, you have to make a real assessment of, you know, your decision and the true pros and cons for not only the short term, but the long term. We need people, we need community. Community actually supports our mental well-being and our overall health. Talking to people face to face and having those heart-to-heart conversations where you feel seen, heard, and you know, you feel like someone is really taking the time to really appreciate what I have to say. It's so healthy for us, especially in this time where we are totally online, constantly engaging with people in this virtual reality, and it leads to a long-term feeling of disconnect and loneliness. We need people. Now, thirdly, trends come and they go. Trends come and they go. So it is so important that when you are building on your self-care practices, that you are clear of what you actually need. Do not let people drown you in products and services that you do not need, that aren't going to actually truly support your well-being based off of what your needs are in this current season of life. Don't sabotage your future based off of the things that are being sold to you in the present. Self-sabotaging is engaging in practices which compromise your goals, your truest of longings, your truest of desires.